Okay, so this is number 1 on the HL Math Review for Chapter 8. And so number 1 asks us to find the region enclosed between the areas y and is equal to the square root of x, e to the power of x, and y is equal to e to the square root of x is rotated through 2 pi about the x-axis. It's asking us to find the volume of that solid. Okay, so first we have to find the intersections of these two lines because that'll tell us our boundaries. So the intersections will be 0, 0, and 1, 2.718. And so the x's are the only ones that are really important for our boundaries. And so we can split this up into finding the volume of the two different equations, and then we can subtract them to find that one area. So first, we'll find the area of this equation right here, sorry. And so in order to do that, you multiply the volume by pi, and then the boundaries are the x values that we got, so 0 and 1, times the the integration of the equation squared. And that's just a formula for the volume, so you should know that. And then when you derive this equation, after it's squared, you get 1/2 e to the power of x times x squared. And you still have to use the boundaries, so then when you plug in the 1 and then subtract it from when you plug in the 0 times pi, you get pi times e squared over 2. And that's just the first volume. So now we have to find the second one. So for the second one, it's a little bit more complicated, but we do the same thing. It's pi times the integration from 0 to 1, and then you use this. We're going to use this equation now, and then square it. And when you do that, it's more difficult for this one because we're going to have to use integration by parts, and so you get two separate pieces. So you get this part right here, which is similar to what we got up here, and then you have to integrate again because it's integration by parts. So when you get this part, you're going to have to integrate it again. And so when you do all of this, and then when you subtract the first volume from the second volume, you're going to get this right here. Sorry, that's a pi. That's a pi. So pi times this whole thing. And then when you solve this out, you're going to get 1/4 pi times e squared minus 1. And that's the answer for number 1 on the review.